If you thought I was bad at playing these characters normally, you'll just see how bad I am when you're rapidly switching between all of them. With my last time playing them having been like a month ago, or 2 months ago, or 3 months ago, depending on which character it is. Whee! I used to always think of Saejima as the heavy, but now they've given me a guy that almost might be heavier. Oh, there was a glitter. Right, this whole city has them. Just for this chapter? Is there an entire list of locker keys just for this chunk of the story? How long is it? I just feel like it's got to be pretty short, since we probably don't have that much side content in it. Like, the main story goes by fast in each of these chapters, although I was most surprised by the baseball chapter being the shortest story so far, I think. If I remember correctly, Kiryu took 10 episodes, which is 10 hours, and like, I fucked around with the side content a little bit, but not really. But with the baseball guy, it was, I think it was only 9 episodes. It's like shockingly short compared to Saejima and the bloated nightmare that was Akiyama and Haruka's shared 30 side quest map. But I think that once, I think I just got through his levels relatively quickly, and his map's relatively small, so it's easy to get through all of his quests really quickly. And then his main story, I think, was just, like, very straightforward and relatively brief. The fishing in the sewer. Not my top choice. Call me old-fashioned. Don't like it. Place hasn't changed a bit. The florist residence should be over the bridge. This game has an ungodly amount of just square footage. There's something comical about dumping the biggest open world on us right at the last minute, right at the end. Hey, by the way, remember Kamurocho? He never got to be here.
Hisashiburi da na, Saejima.
サイの花や相変わらずのようやな。
そういうお前さんの方こそ相変わらず厄介な事件に巻き込まれているようじゃないか。沖縄に続き網走まで脱獄してくるとはな。
あんたのことや。俺が脱獄してまでここに来た理由もう分かっとんのとちゃうか。
まあ見当はつく。今全国各地で起きている極道関係の大騒動、そしてそれに絡んで殺された真島五郎の死の真相について探っている、そんなところじゃないか。
話が早うて助かるわ。せやけど犯人の目星はもうついてんのや。
ほう。
登場会で大悟の護衛をやっとった森永っちゅう男を追ってるんや。
ほう。森永か。
何日か前に福岡からカムロ町に戻ってきて潜伏してるらしい。森永の居場所を教えてほしくてここに来たんや。ただでとは言わん。何か情報があったら教えてくれ。
面白い日だな今日は。実はもう一人来ているんだ。森永の行方を教えてほしいと言ってきた男がな。
一体誰や。
それは教えられねえと言いてどこだがな。今日は特別に教えてやろう。ついてこい。
You know the underground Coliseum? Head on over there. We're gonna mix that in. Are we gonna have like a grand tour? Underground Coliseum. That's in Purgatory. I'm already in Purgatory. Just gotta walk somewhere else. It's like at a forked branch in the path or something? Yeah, it's this one over here. I know Kamurocho. I've been here a lot. So much. I've done so much hearing. You're cleared. Go on in. This way.
あいつだ。
誰やあいつは。
森永の舎弟で一緒に堂島大吾の護衛をやっていた相沢という男だ。
森永の舎弟。
ああ、あれが実に面白い男でな。
Another carp. Like Nishiki.
叫んなよ。ほら、兄貴見つけるまで死ぬわけにはいかねえんだよ。
あかん。ほんまに死ぬであいつ。
まだだ。まだ死んじゃいねえぞ、この野郎。来んなら殺す気で来いよ、あんた。
そんなことがあったんか。
ええ。俺は森永の兄貴に捨てられたんです。それだけじゃありません。兄貴にはたくさん裏切られた。あれだけ真剣に堂島会長を助けることだけを考えて頑張ってきた兄貴がどうしてあんなこと。
お前ほんまに森永が何しようとしてたか聞かされてなかったんか。
はい。兄貴が山笠組本部で青山大公に撃たれた後、俺は桐生さんに指示されて兄貴を病院に連れて行ったんです。手術が終わるのを待って翌朝病室を訪れたら、重体だったはずの兄貴はもう姿を消してました。俺宛ての置き手紙を残して。
手紙。
東京に逃げろとだけ書いてありました。でも自分には全く意味がわからなくて、兄貴を探して福岡の街をさまよっていたら、翌日青山大公が死んだという噂を耳にしました。
しかもその青山を撃ったんが森永やと。
その瞬間、自分は兄貴に捨てられたんだって確信しました。ずっと一緒に、ずっと二人で一緒に這い上がってきた仲間なのに、どうして。
そしたらお前は自分が捨てられた理由を知りとうて森永の行方追っとんのか。
ええ、そうです。でももうそれを知ることもできない。試合に勝てば教えてくれるってあの情報屋の男言ったはずなのに、リングの上で人を殺すような男は信用できないなんてひどいっすよ。森永の兄貴ももうひどいっす。兄弟を捨てるなんて俺には信じられない。
くだらんな。
今なんて。
くだらん言うたんや。俺らの世界の兄弟の絆っちゅうんはガキの好き嫌いを言うとるんとちゃう。
そんな、俺だってそんなことくらい分かってます。でも
相沢言うたかお前。
はい。
まだ体動かす元気あるか。もういっぺん這い上がってこいや相沢。俺に勝って森永の居場所突き止めろや。森永に会うてそれでも気持ち収まらんかったらそん時は思い切りぶん殴ったればええ。
冴島さん。
嘆くんもええ、悲しむんもええ。そやけどな、兄弟が間違うた道進んだ時、それを引き戻したるのも兄弟の務めや。さあ来いや相沢。
はい。
行くで相沢。
That's bad for you. Time to get concussed. This seems so wildly out of counterproductive. I'm gonna start this campaign with this character in a fucking boss fight. I don't even know how to play as this character. Yeah. Oh yeah, you can juggle with people like that. Whoa! Oh, now you're not doing great on health. Big slam. Oh, he does hold down buttons, doesn't he? Look up. Yeah. That's... That's his whole thing. Yeah, I was trying to remember what this guy's deal was, because I was trying to remember why he was so mad. I'm like, did Zaniki die? Because I think I remembered him, slowly pieced together. I'm like, oh, I think he's from Kiryu's campaign, and he was with another dude. I'm like, did that guy get killed? I'm like, no, he betrayed him. That's what happened. Oh! You alright? You alright?
お前の兄弟への気持ち、本物のようやな。
当たり前です。
せやったら最後まで信じたれや、森永のこと。大事なんは兄弟に捨てられたかどうかやない。要は自分がそいつを好きでいられるか、それだけや。
鮫島さん、最近の闘技場の戦いはつまらない対決ばかりだったからな。今日は数年ぶりに血が騒ぐような戦いを見せてもらったぜ。
花や、
いいものを見せてもらった礼に、今日は特別にお前ら二人ともに森永の居場所を教えてやる。本当ですか？ああ。だが現実とは非常なものだ。お前にその現実を受け入れられるだけの勇気があればの話だがな。
どういうことや？
どうだ、お前は知りたいのか、相沢。
はい、どんな現実が待っていようと、俺は兄貴の今を知りたいです。そうじゃないと俺、いつまで経っても一人で道を歩いていけない気がするから。
分かった、話そう。森永の今の居場所、それは警視庁カムロ署地下2階の霊安室だ。
近江。誰さん。相変わらず声でけえな。現場で大声出すなって言ってんだろうが。
すいません。
で、なんだ。
いや、外車が手に持っていた拳銃なんですが、あの拳銃から外車のものとは別の指紋が。
別の指紋？
ええ。しかもその指紋なんですが、昨晩芝浦ふ頭で視察隊で発見された元東上会組員森永の殺害現場にあった指紋と一致しました。
なんだと？で、その指紋、身元は割れてんのか？
はい。ですが、これがちょっとっていうか、かなりびっくりっていうか。
なんだ？いいから早く言え。
はい。現場から発見された指紋はこの男のものでした。
これって確か今話題の芸能事務所の社長じゃないか。
4課から聞いた話では、芸能事務所社長というのは仮の肩書きで、本当は近江連合の現役幹部組員だそうです。数年前から公安は彼のことをマークしていたようです。ついに裏の顔を見せ始めたってことですかね。
こいつは今どこだ？
公安の情報ではカムロ町新カムロヒルズホテルに滞在しているようです。
カムロ町にいるだ？
ちゅうことは福岡も札幌も名古屋も今回の絵裏で書いとったんは かっちゃんちゅうことか。
間違いないようです。すでに勝谷会長以下大阪工業の主力がカムロ町入りを果たしたとのことです。
登場会は何やっとんのじゃい。
それがこれっちゅう抵抗もなく事実上の無血解除だったようで、おそらく大阪工業と登場会の間で事前に何らかの取引があったやないかと。
ほな蒼天ぶりはどうなっとんのじゃい。
ごく一部の施設を除きほとんどもぬけの殻だそうで。
蒼天ぶりぐらい欲しけりゃくれてやるっちゅうことか。後目に興味なさそうなふりしときながらやってくれるやないか。ほら何ぼさっとしとんねん。さっさと支度せんかい。
何の支度だか。
戦争に決まっとるやろが。わしらも東京乗り込む。勝谷の好きにさせてたまるかい。
はい。
そうか、分かった。渡瀬の兄貴が動いたんだな。あ、いや、いい今さら動いたところでどうにもなるまい。それよりも例の件はどうなってる。そうか、これであとは役者さえ揃えばいよいよというところだな。それじゃあ。すみません、これでもいろいろ忙しくてね。それじゃあさっきの件お返事聞かせてもらいましょうか、秋山さん。
バンバンバン。
この金は
さっきのこちらからの提案を飲んでいただくためのものです。あなたがパクさんに貸した金3億、それに加えて迷惑料として2億乗せさせてもらってます。
5億か。つまりこれで日本ドーム公演から手を引けと。
ええ、あさって予定している沢村遥のメジャーデビューコンサートキャンセルしてもらえないでしょうか。ちなみに本件イベンターとはすでに話がついています。チケットのキャンセルに関わる費用、その他設営などのキャンセル代なども全て大阪芸能で負担することになってます。
つまりこの金は丸々こちらの懐に入ると。
どのように使われても構いません。あなたが全て受け取るのがはばかられるようなら今後の沢村遥の養育費にでも当ててやればいいでしょう。
あんた遥ちゃんを引退でもさせる気なのか。
引退かまあ今回のイベントをキャンセルすることになれば業界内での悪評は高まる。自然と仕事は減り結果引退に追い込まれるのは間違いないでしょうね。
あんたそこまでしてあの子の夢を打ち砕きたいのか。
そんなことはない。だが今沢村遥にあの場所でコンサートをされては困る。もし彼女があの舞台に立つようなこととなれば最悪。いや、何でもありません。全部ビジネス上の話です。これ以上うちの T セットと沢村遥の差を広げられたくないんでね。そのための布石というやつですよ。あさってのコンサートは沢村遥の代わりにうちの T セットにやらせます。大阪芸能一押しのアイドルとしてドームで初コンサートをするというのもいい宣伝になりますからね。さあ、それじゃあ返事を聞かせてもらいましょうか。
参ったな。俺はつくづくあんたのことが読めなくなってきましたよ、勝谷さん。 前にも言いましたが、あんたは演技派だ。しかも相当レベルの。でもね、どうしても俺にはあんたが根っからの悪だとは思えないんですよ。
何を今さら。大阪で私がどれだけひどいことをやってきたのか、あなたは知ってるはずだ。
ええ、でもそれも全部金井って化け物みたいな男が勝手に突っ走っただけのことなんじゃないですか。大阪芸能の社長室で初めてあんたに会った時、パクさんの話になった。俺はね、勝也さん、あん時のあんたの顔が忘れられないんですよ。
顔？
どんな演技もこなしてきた名優の一片のほころびとでも言うんですかね。あの時寂しい表情をするべきだったはずのあんたの表情はどことなく悔しさと怒りに満ちていた。ほらね、もっともっとあんたのことが知ってみたいと思うようになりましたよ、勝也さん。
くだらない話はいい。返事を聞かせてください。
当然ですが断ります。はるかがドームのステージに立つことはパクさんの夢でもあるんだね。
じゃあそのためなら大阪芸能、いや大阪工業を敵に回してもよいと？
ええ、もちろん。それじゃあまた。
Let's go to war, Uwu. Boy, we're really up against it here. Time to head back to Sky Finance and come up with a plan. That seems like a bad idea. That seems useful, but it's a bit late. There's a fair number of levels still to go. Only level 14? Sorry, I was chewing something when that cutscene ended, so I'm just trying to get through that now. Hello. What's down there? Welcome back to the massive map. And now we're moving in and mixing in Okinawa. No! Alright. I guess I'll slowly beat you up. Just kidding, I'm very fast. So it's very low damage, so, you know, I guess either way. Sup? Oops. I'm so on top of things. Oop. Didn't quite mean to do that, but okay. I guess I'll just torture this guy for a while. And down strike. Oh, wall strike. Apparently. And then that really awkward looking kick. Nope. Oh, now it is. There it is. That looks bad on, that looks bad if you're a knee or something. This guy has a single target heat action, doesn't he? Or mega ultra action or whatever. That's not very useful. So there's somebody seemingly waiting for me at the coin lockers. over there, actually. But let's check the coin lockers anyway. Yeah, I haven't found any yet, but there's a lot of them. Oh, boy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's 50 of them. Boy. Is this another capstone quest that's pointless now, or is it actually a new quest? Damn it! What about me is unhip? Huh? I know that guy. That's right, that's Saida-san. He's a regular at Elise. Saida-san. Hmm? Well, if it isn't Elise's owner himself. Hello, Akiyama-san. I imagine running into you here. Is there a problem? It's not so much a problem, but... Akiyama-san, I need you to be honest with me. Yes. Am I really that unhip? I'm sorry? Well, am I? Well... I'd say so, yeah. So I really am unhip. Why is that? It's not exactly something I can pinpoint, but there's just something a little off, I think. Well, that doesn't help me. What am I supposed to do? Hold on. What brought this up? Well, you know how our firm regularly uses your club to entertain clients? Yes, of course. And we do appreciate your patronage. I have a confession. I've fallen for one of your hostesses. It's Miyu-chan. Miyu? I wanted to get to know her better, so I built up some courage and asked her out. She shot me down. You're just not hip enough for me, she said. I see. So that's what has you down. I don't mean to toot my own horn here, but I'm a successful businessman with a top-name company. I have a certain level of confidence in myself. Being close to 40, I know I'm a bit old, but I wouldn't say I've lost my looks. The suit I'm wearing is the latest in today's fashion, too. True. People in the know would recognize you to be very well off. If she turned me down because she doesn't like me as a person, well, that wouldn't be great either, but I could at least come to terms with that. But to say I'm not hip enough, I just don't understand it. Did Miyu say anything else about that? Yep. Actually, I was so stunned by her rejection, I stumbled out of the club without probing any deeper. Pathetic, I know. I see. Akiyama-san, please, can you ask Miyu-chan why she thinks I'm so unhip? That's honestly out of my hands. If you have a complaint about her service quality, I'm all ears, but if it's a private matter... Please! I'm so ashamed by this. If I don't fix it, I won't be able to go to your club ever again. Damn, what do you do? He's a loyal customer and a big spender. Turning him down would be bad for business. Alright, sure. I'll have a chat with Miyu. You will? Thank you. Gotta hand it to you with your negotiating skills. How can I turn down a regular when they're threatening not to return? Sorry. I'll pop over to the club. Mind waiting here? Of course. Oh boy, another fine mess. Miyu should be at Elise. I'd better talk to her. Is Hana-chan gonna be in this campaign too? Is that what's gonna happen? No! I have things to do! Fine, I'll destroy your weird painted-on beard. Ooh. Ow. Fine, dick. Oop. How am I so bad at this? I'm just not ready for it and I react poorly. How did that guy die so quickly? Ow. Knee drop. I think all this blood would be bad for my outfit. Does wonders for his complexion, though. I probably got some bullshit in this inventory. Yep. First thing to go is gambling items. I don't do that. I don't think I've cheated with a single item in any game ever. Just ever. Mainly because I just don't play the gambling as a way of making money in the first place. I generally... There's actually not much reason to make money in these games. Every now and then a quest requires it. Like, if you got really into the weird weapon upgrade thing, maybe it would matter, but there's just like... I don't know. These games have layers and layers of systems upon systems that exist just for the sake of it, essentially. Like, you could probably make a bunch of money via one of the side games in a Zero, and then use that in order to level up your characters, but the careers in that game seemed more geared for that than any of the other stuff. I don't know. It just seems like a thing you do for fun if you feel like it. But anyway, I thought about this during the very long cutscenes, and I keep meaning to get to it. I was watching the videos about the Yakuza games by Tsnaker or Tshaker or whatever his name is. I've seen the ones for 0 and 1 and 2, I think. And what stood out to me is when he was talking about 0, he mentions the fact that, like, they recap the story, and I'm like, oh man, recaps. That would be great. The thing about a recap that's really useful is it doesn't just repeat information you already know. It tells you what information was important. Because you get, like, hours of dialogue in these games in every chapter. And so having a periodic recap of, like, here's the stuff that's mattered so far would be, like, really helpful. Because, like, you have these moments where we switch between these different perspectives and we're like, oh, Jesus, okay. So Kiryu is meeting up with Baba from Saijima's campaign, and Saijima's meeting up with Aizawa from Kiryu's campaign. But I played Kiryu's campaign like 40 hours ago or some shit. So it'd be helpful if the game was like, and here's what's going on with the narrative and blah blah blah. And like, I think the basic setup is I think in Yakuza 0 there's like, I think there's like 16 chapters, and every 2 chapters you switch characters between the 2 protagonists, Kiryu and Majima. And I think every time you switched perspectives, it recapped what was happening last time with the character you're switching back to kind of refresh you again. And it's like, I see why they did that for that game specifically, but that would be useful for like most of their games, because they're such long-form narratives with so many characters spread across so many locations, especially in 4 and 5, that it would actually be really handy to have a recap of which things we were supposed to remember from each one, and which ones are like kind of fluff of characters that are now being dumped and not going to come up again, because that'd make it easier to tell what the fuck's happening half the time. Miyu, you have a minute? Oh, hi boss. For you, always. What do you need? Saida-san stopped by earlier, right? Yes, he did. What about it? Well, no sense beating around the bush. What made you turn him down? Are you kidding? He's so not hip. He's a wonderful customer, sure, but to be seen in public together, he's just so... What? Isn't that your job? You're saying he's a wonderful customer, so then what's the problem? I'm confused. You're like, I only take customers that are cool. I'm like, isn't this by nature supposed to be like kind of an uneven playing field? Like, the premise is practically that, like, if we're like, to put it into simple terms, even though this is a shitty thing, is like rating people, but like, it's like a room full of 8s that are hanging out with like 4s and 6s and so on. Like, that's like the premise, right? I don't like talking in those terms, but just it's the fastest way to get to put my point across of like, aren't you inherently supposed to just be kind of like hanging out with people because they pay you to, and not necessarily because they're like that A plus people you'd love to be dating moment to moment? Because otherwise, what service are they paying for if they have to also earn the date themselves? But like, you even say he's a good customer, so I'm just like, what? He's just not cool enough for you to be a client? It's so strange to me. Unhip. Right. You say that, but is that really true? Saida-san wears the latest fashions from all the top brands. He's far better dressed than most guys, wouldn't you say? Not you too, boss. You don't get it either. He doesn't even TikTok. That's exactly what makes him so unhip. What do you mean? That man's fashion sense? How do I put it? It's like he's a mannequin. So neat and tidy and boring. Give me some faded ripped jeans. And lack of showering. Bring that grunge in here. Well, now that you mention it, he does wear his collar buttoned up to the top. I guess he might come across as kind of stuffy. He's so prim and proper even when he's drinking here. A date would be so tedious. A serious company man married to his job isn't my idea of fun. I prefer a man who knows how to cut loose and enjoy himself. Okay, so would dressing a little more like me help? In a cheesy suit like that? Huh? You only need a touch of playfulness. And a touch would be how much? Come on, boss. Instead of counting on me to give you all the answers, why don't you do some research on your own? Okay, fine. Studying up on fashion. Maybe there's a good magazine at one of the convenience stores? I love how wildly off topic this is. He's just completely fucking off into a different planet of stuff to do from what was happening in the main story. Like, I know that's how all side stuff is, but the level of trivialness is very funny. Man, how do you be cool? I should go to a convenience store, read a magazine. That'll help. It's like, oh, okay. We're just in a different realm. Oh, it's just saying where to... Oh. They're all marked. Okay. How nice of you, game. Polite. Part of me wants to look out for all the little sparklies, but also I'm a little terrified of getting sucked into that. Being put in a map where there's 50 more hiding around. Leon, the fashion magazine for charming older men. This could be the ticket. Alright. The ladies go for mature men with a dash of roguish appeal. The point is to dress appropriately and fashionably for your age, but to accentuate your look with a touch of bad boy. It's good to bleed a little. It'll make you seem more open and approachable, upping your charm. Gaga Milano wristwatches. Oh, look at... Those are goofy as shit. Look at the color numbers. Oh, hey. This is what I'm wearing. Ana-chan got it for me for my birthday. It's got a conspicuous design that makes it stand out like a neon sign. Maybe a watch like this can be that roguish and playful touch despite of a guy's fashion appeal without losing dignity. Is it roguish? It looks like a children's playset in one of them. Good. This could be the answer to the kind of fashion appeal Miyu expects from Saita. He needs to hear this. KO! Is this really going to be the grand total of our advice? Get a watch. I feel like this should have like 3 more steps. We'll see if it does. Because stopping here would be... No, you fuckers! You ruined my day. You blocked my escape. Now I have to murder everyone. Especially you. Rude? My heat! No! Okay, whatever. Let's just beat something up. You get to die. Unnecessary violence. I'll probably get it back. Or I won't. Definitely want that for boss fights. Dead. Hello. Oh my god, look at all these plates. Makes people pity you? Drain your... Increase your heat when you grab people. Maybe the wooden katana? I guess I don't have that much trash. Kinda need to make my way to the pawn shop after this just to get rid of my nonsense. Gah. Oh, hi, Akiyama-san. I was getting tired of waiting. Did you find anything? I did. Hold on, Saida-san. That watch you're wearing. It's pretty high-end, isn't it? Probably goes for about 1,000,000 yen. Good eye. A watch plays an important role in defining a man's status. That's why I chose this piece here. Highly respected brand, you know. This is stupid. I hate watches. That's just it, Saida-san. Huh? What's just it? That a watch. There's no questioning its brand power, and it's obviously a respectable piece of jewelry. I don't doubt it, not one bit. But at the same time, it also happens to be a very high standard choice. A very standard choice. As far as expressing one's own fashion sense goes, it's hardly unique. Huh? Some might even say it's unhip. Oh no! Your fashion sense has no sense of freedom. It's just too perfect. Wealthy or not many women will be drawn to a man who plays things so by the book. Fine then. What kind of watch do you suggest I wear? How about this? We'll go to a brand shop now and check out some watches. We can continue this conversation there. Okay, let's do that. Oh, we teleported. It's always a surprise whenever they just skip to the next step for you. The watch I'm wearing appears to be the most expensive one on the market. Saida-san, comparing price tags won't make you more fashionable. You need to consider the design. Design? The watch seems like the least important element to change about someone's fashion. It's literally not even visible most of the time. Hey, your watch. That's a pretty unique design. Oh, you noticed. It's a Gaga Milano. A Gaga Milano? Are those famous? Yeah. It's a brand that's becoming increasingly popular, especially among pro athletes and entertainers. The watch face's design is striking, isn't it? I think it'd be a pretty big statement if it was worn alongside some formal business attire. That's true. If I'm wearing a suit that's formal and reserved, a flashy watch is sure to catch an eye or two. You should get a Mickey Mouse watch. And you should wear sneakers. Like a cool tech bro. I don't like it anymore. I don't like this joke. Think about it this way. Even if you're great at your job, you shouldn't have to lose your sense of fun. I hate the idea of watches being fun. Let me ask you, you ever find people who are super committed to their jobs to be a little too much so? It's like they have no time for anything but their job. Right, I get it now. What I lacked was a sense of fun. I was too much of a stuffed shirt. I'll buy this watch and try to show my fun side. Honestly, that was the real advice you could have just skipped to. The watch is super not the point. He has to actually behave differently. And, like, wear his clothes differently. I can't believe I'm wearing something this flashy. I've worn clothes so conservatively all my life. I feel like a new man. Yeah, undo your tie. Stop being dressed like you're going to a funeral. Great. Now that you're feeling it, why don't you try asking me out again? Huh? But What's wrong? Well, you see... You know how I always use your club to entertain clients? Yes. I've never been there in my private time. I could never work up the courage to go on my own. Huh? What are you talking about? It's no different than when you go on business. Business and private situations are completely different, though. Mia would just think of me as some pervy old man if I were to come in by myself. Oh, so you also think you're too good for the club. No wonder the guy's not a hit with the ladies. Leo claimed that women go for mature men with a little bit of a bad side. I guess they're not too far off the mark. Saida-san. Yes? You're missing something. What's that? Come with me. I'll show you. The magazine again? Here, you might want to read this. Okay. Huh. Mature men with a dash of bad boy. I get it now. Women like this kind of thing. Imagine if you just talked to women. That's exactly it. What you were missing was that dash of wickedness. You should go in with a loaded gun. You mean that thing about roguish appeal? That's it. Of course, that doesn't mean you should actually be wicked or evil or anything. But don't you think there are times where a guy can afford to show off his bad side a little? On a logical level, women seek stability, but on an instinctual level, they're often attracted to danger. Lots of women seek a little more than just honesty and decency. This feels like pickup artistry shit. The dangerous side of men. I get it now. I don't think dangerous is... Oh, wow, I got wacky shoes. I'm so dangerous. How about you slick your hair back and smoke a cigarette? I don't know, just fuck around a little bit. Oh, wow, his chest texture is fucked up. Like, it was not designed for a shirt to open. It's just stretching the last pixel or something. Thanks for everything, Akiyama-san. I'm gonna ask Miyu out again. Excellent. I'm sure you'll succeed this time. Pity you don't have a modeled chest with, like, man cleavage like I do. But NPCs just aren't made the same. It's like how every time we see a clan meeting of, like, Dojima or any of the other, the Tojo clan or the Omi Alliance or so on, every time you see the leader, and then it pans to one other guy that's a high-detailed guy that's gonna talk. And then whenever the camera pans a little too far, you see like random thugs from the street with horrible low poly haircuts, and you're like, oh no, they couldn't populate this cutscene with a few more better models. Oh no, these are clearly not characters that don't matter, even though they're the leaders of this organization. All right, that should do it. I better swing by Elise later and see how it all turns out. You're about to go home to a fucking hostage situation. That guy looks like he's afraid of his coffee. That's supposed to be the... That's supposed to be the Leon magazine? A cool old man? Alright, where am I? I'm down here. Before I do anything else, I just gotta find Ibisupan, which is like right down, it's 2 lanes down. I gotta deal with how I have just a whole row of plates in my inventory. This is just a universal problem across my characters, is that they keep getting rewarded with plates. And then I'm like, how do I get rid of these, please? They even added a nice little lane here. This is also where we just were, wasn't it? The fucking disparity of quality here. They bother giving you 100 yen plates when the game has 150,000 yen plates. Like, It's like earlier where I had like I think I had a 50,000 yen plate from something and then 2 iron plates that were just worth 100 each. And it's like, okay, it's just weird to sell the stuff. And it's like 50,200. I'm like, why was I even carrying these? It's just funny that every valuable item has like an exponential change in value. But I guess I could just be... I guess the takeaway that I'm getting too late here is that I could just be taking all of these items and sending them to my stash. Because it looks like you can sell the items from your stash directly. Which means I don't have to carry them around and take them to Ibisupan manually. No, 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 no. Nope, no, 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 fuck you, fuck you. We're in Kamurocho, where there's giant open roads and not that much, and the foot traffic's not that bad, so I can mostly get away. Oh, nope, 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 no! There was a surprise dude! You dickhead. Stop! They made this combo so easy to trigger that it's actually like... It's becoming actively hard for me to do other things. No, do the heat. Okay, whatever. Oh! His crotch exploded. And not in the fun way. Akiyama-san. Saida-san. Looks like things went well. Yes, they did. I'm going on my dream date with Miyu-chan after her shift. It's all thanks to your advice. Oh, no, I just passed on what I read in Leon. I'm going on a date with the hostess. This makes me feel like a little like a bad boy. You're such a bad boy. Sounds like you've gained a lot of confidence. Consider me your customer for life. This is hardly adequate, but please take it. A durable cloth? Whoops, it's almost time. I'll be going now. Right, that's the detail I was going past. Didn't expect things to work out so well. Guess ladies really do like the older bad boys after all. Yes, ladies, a monolith that all like the same things. So the detail I blew past is that they were talking about a date specifically, which is the post-shift thing, where it makes more sense for him to be turned down, as opposed to like regular service, which is what I was thinking in terms of. And I'm like, what? How is he too unhip to be a paying customer? I was completely on the wrong angle, but yeah, that whole quest had a weird pickup artistry feeling to it. I don't like it. I don't like summarizing the interests of half the population like that.